bienvenidos. No sé si hoy notan algo sumamente especial, pero el día de hoy estamos armando un Sugoi Bites porque tenemos un invitadazo que pues yo creo que, o sea, solo con tenerlo aquí presente ya nos hace sentir emocionadas y nerviosas. Pero bueno, se trata de Jean-Ken Johhny, que es de Man with a Mission. Y hi, Johnny. Thanks for being here with us.
No, my pleasure. Thank you very much for bringing me here. Yeah.
Well, it's been almost 5 years since your first and last visit to Mexico City.
Oh, yes, that's right.
What do you remember the most from that visit, and what are you most excited from this visit?
Well, the first time we came to Mexico and we performed on the stage, I mean, like when we were going on the stage before the live show, it was so loud, crazy. The crowd was just roaring. I felt like an arena artist. Like it was probably like a capacity of maybe 800 or something like that. But the voice of the audience was so loud and so big, and it didn't stop to the end. You know, they were singing to each and every word of our songs. They even knew not only the animation songs, but like everything. And I was like, man, these people are crazy, but yeah, we appreciate it. It was so great. And this time luckily we had the chance to, enhance the capacity of the venue. So I believe it's going to be a lot more louder, a lot more crazier than last time. So I'm really looking forward for that one.
Yeah, I think you have a point there because, well, that was going to be my next question because one thing we hear from many artists about Mexican fans is that we are really loud.
Loud, yeah.
We are really excited. We know how to be fans or something. So this question is like, how does it make you feel that language is not a barrier between fans and an artist?
I mean, that's the most beautiful thing we can, experience on the stage. I mean, the lyrics are in Japanese and English, but they don't seem to care about it. They just want the music, and it's the most beautiful thing about playing and listening to music. I mean, really, truly, there's no barrier to the language, the countries, the nations, anything about that. They're just enjoying the moment, yeah. And it's a pleasure for being part of it, yes.
And precisely with Man with a Mission, I mean, you as a group always go abroad and make interviews, concerts. What is the thing that most excites you about coming to other countries? Meeting the fans, making interviews, knowing the place, food?
Meeting the fans. The interviews are, I have to answer it really properly, so that's quite a pain in the ass for me. No, just kidding. But yeah, it's always a pleasure, like talking. Like when we were in Japan, there's not that much chance to speak in English or speaking another language, and it's always a lot of fun, just feeling the difference of the culture and the language, stuff like that. I really enjoy just the atmosphere of the country, the nation, whatever. Yeah, and also it's always really great to see the fans because this time it took us 5 years, something like that, to come back to Mexico. Yeah, and that's quite a long time, We definitely want to do it a lot more often, but it's always great and thankful to see the fans that are waiting for us. Yeah, it's exciting.
Well, and I mean, since the last time we've got a pandemic, so it was quite impossible.
Just a little detail about that. But now that we are out of pandemics and another problems that are, I don't know, worldwide and something concerning. But in this case, for example, from that day until today, you have a really big fan base. But now you have new fans. I think that's a really interesting thing because now with internet, social media, and everything, you can show all your new music and new art to fans. So with new fans, what do you want them to know about all your new work, about the concerts, that thing that all fans may know right now?
From our music, from our live shows and stuff like that. What they definitely would recognize is if it's the first time watching Man with a Mission. We're definitely different from other bands, Yes.
I mean, starting with the.
Yes, of course. Starting with the hard to explain, but we have a different look, and it's probably really you watch us and probably the audience gets hot by watching us with all this fur and things like that.
Yes.
But above all that, we have the same taste in music. I mean, we fell in love with music, what the humans were doing a long time ago, and it's always a pleasure and an honor to of course, make our own music, but at the same time, like enjoying the heritage of rock music, the music itself. So, yeah, just sharing that moment with the audience, with people. Yeah, that's so exciting and an honor to do. And I hope you guys feel the same way watching us. Yeah, in all our music live shows.
I'm sure it will be like that. And I think we can't deny that many of most new fans are arriving because of how you involve in anime. I mean, recently you have your songs Kizuna no Kiseki and Koi Kogare were used as the opening and ending of Demon Slayer. But how do you feel knowing that your music has been used in some of the most popular anime nowadays?
Yeah, I mean, like the first time the story came up, we had the opportunity, the offer. I was pretty amazed, and at the same time, kind of nervous because I already was aware about how huge this animation was, especially worldwide. And I read the whole comic book, and it's really a pleasure. I am a big fan of Japanese animation and Japanese manga myself, and it's always so fun to like touch and understand, interpret another story, and then make a song for it. It's like being part of the animation, but also trying to be a storyteller to make it spread a lot more. And it's really an honor to be a role for that. And well, as I said, I was a bit nervous because I knew it was huge. It was huge, and also like Lisa and Emma, like really amazing artists, did the previous openings and like stuff like that. So yeah. But we're really proud of what we made out of, and yeah, I'm enjoying and really happy that a lot of fans overseas enjoy the music.
Perfect. And so, well, we've talked about Demon Slayer because we are the best anime podcast in Mexico.
Okay.
Source to be confirmed. But we've said that this season specifically is really amazing and exciting, really with great scenes and everything. So what would you say are your favorite things from Demon Slayer, especially that season?
The Swordsmith Village arc. Yeah, okay. The thing is, the whole season, it's mainly Demon Slayer. It's full with like battles and stuff like that. But I believe like it included a lot of like inner kind of mental kind of situations that really, especially for Muichiro and Kocho Shinobu, it really focused in like their history in the background and stuff like that. Kind of felt like vulnerable at the same time. It was really about the inside and the philosophy that the whole story Demon Slayer has, and I believed it was really beautiful. And at the same time, the series that we took part in was really full of the message from the demons itself, As I wrote down the lyrics in my song, Kizuna no Kiseki, they have their own justice. And we always, throw out our justice against the others. And you don't know if it's right, but you just have to pursue your own will. Yeah, that's the same for them too,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I believe I really stick to that image, that message and the philosophy, writing down my song too. And that's probably really different from the other series in Demon Slayer, I believe.
And now that you're talking that these songs like remark like the philosophy of the anime, I mean, it's not the only one you've worked with. You've also done songs for Boku no Hero, Golden Kamui. We were questioning ourselves, is there a certain process for how anime theme songs get picked? Do you specifically write them for the anime, or it's like, I don't know, a magical coincidence that you were already
Well,
have it?
the thing is, we already know the script because I read the manga a lot, stuff like that. And like when we write songs for the animation, at first, especially me, I read the whole comic series. Well, the My Hero Academia, that's still continuing, so we never come to an end. But yeah, Demon Slayer, it already concluded from the talking about the manga. So I just try to read the whole script and write down a song that's not only for the series, but it like trying to be a storyteller of the whole concept, the whole animation, the whole story, and being a part trying to be a character in the story and at the same time trying to be a storyteller, and also finding something common for the band to say it naturally, you know. And that's probably why it's really easy for us, because we already read the script, because we were already a big fan of it, and the process is kind of quick. We find a lot in common because we share the same culture, share the same message that probably the novelist really wants to send. So yeah, being a big fan is probably the key to write a song to an animation. Yes.
Yeah, to know the story. And also, well, now that you mentioned this storytelling and the narrative and knowing the story, it makes me wonder, how would you define a hero? Because Demon Slayer is about the hero's path. So now that you read the story and wrote the song, and I think it's a beautiful connection between these arts, how would you define a hero in this case?
I don't know. You know, each and every story has their own, you know, model of a hero. But like a hero, to me, yeah, they're not always strong. You know, they always have a vulnerable side, and I believe like that makes the hero more beautiful and profound. Like, well, what he has, he's not always winning. He's actually he's the one who's always losing, but always tries to struggle and carry on. Especially if you're talking about the hero in Demon Slayer, he has a really good philosophy that you don't have to like execute your mission while you are alive. It's always about pursuing your own will, but at the same time passing it on to the next generation, and even like inheriting the will from the others. You know, that was a really beautiful line that they noted in that script, and yeah, I really love that image, that, you know, message to deliver as a hero. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yes, Kamado Tanjiro definitely is not from this world, because he's such a great person that I can't believe he's real. But although you make a lot of music for animes, you also make a lot of original music. So is it difficult to balance like the set list for every tour?
Well, especially like most of the fans from overseas recognize us because of the animation kind of stuff. We try to keep the set list full with a lot of like animation songs. But at the same time, like as I said, when we came to Mexico the first time, it didn't matter. I mean, they chanted like every song that we've released, and that was amazing. So we always, of course, we try to think about what the fans want, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter. It's just like expressing what we want at that day, at that moment. Yeah. And so far, we're really thankful that every and each fan is reacting to it. Yeah.
Yeah, we are really passionate. We are an excellent fan base. And so the next question is about anime. What are your personal favorite anime stories? But also, do you like any stories, I don't know, from United States maybe, or another countries in the world?
Okay. Like not only about its animation, but since you brought that up, like now these days I see that a lot of like directors in America have been influenced by a lot of Japanese animations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that. Well, it's an old one, but the director of the Stranger Things, the drama series, he was a big fan of Katsuhiro Otomo. He actually said that he got inspired from Akira, the masterpiece, and who else? Yeah, even the directors of Matrix. Well, that's another, you know, classical old one. But yeah, they always mention that Masamune Shiro from Ghost in the Shell is the biggest inspiration. They wanted to make a movie just like that, and that's how Matrix came up. And like every time I hear that, like, well, I'm a wolf, but the Japanese part of me, it makes me really proud that like the cutting through the most famous, you know, drama creators are actually inspired by the same mangas and animation that I was reading, like actually almost on time or something like that. And yeah, it makes me really proud. And now these days, animation is huge. But I believe like those two are really one of the most, they were like the pioneers of Japanese animation. And yeah, hope everybody knows that. I'm sure a lot of people are aware of that, but yeah, I mean, like, there are a lot more Japanese creators, not that well known, but have done an epic, phenomenal job in their work, and I hope everybody gets the chance to really see those kind of animations too.
Yes, we always say that nowadays we live like in the perfect world for being an anime fan because it's brought a lot of attention internationally.
That's right.
So yes, now it's like the moment for being an anime fan. But coming back to Men with a Mission, I mean, you've been around like 14 years.
14
so
years, yes.
How difficult or easy has it been to be together? Has there been like a turning point for you to continue with the band?
Well, like traveling around in like countries like U.S. or maybe like U.K., we stick in a bus and we're on the road. We're always together. So yeah, that's pretty hard for even if you're good friends or good colleagues. Yes. It's pretty hard to just stick together every day, each and every day. But I mean, I think the major thing is we're always having fun just performing all over the world in front of like different people, and it's always been part of a big dream for us, just performing and traveling through the world, encountering the people that doesn't know us that much, but try to amaze them, astonish them by our music. I mean, that's a true living dream, and we're living on it. So I guess it doesn't bother me for like flying out every day with all my colleagues and members because we're just enjoying the moment. Yeah. Besides that, the food. Yeah. Yes. Mexico, great. Yeah. I won't talk about America that much, but Mexico, the food is great.
Yeah,
yes.
I must agree. I'm sorry, but I must agree because Mexico, we have this like food culture. We just like to eat really good stuff. I mean,
all time.
Yeah, our menus are the envy from all people. I mean, national treasure if you worldwide treasure if you ask me.
It's great, man. The food.
So again, we know there are certain maybe cliches like flying around, going around the world and everything. But what would you say is the most favorite and fun part about being a musician? And also, what's the biggest challenge for you?
Like I said, like performing in front of people that don't know us that much. I mean, like back in Japan, it is our home country, so we have the chance to spread out our music and like gather more people than we can overseas. But like confronting new people, meeting new people that don't know us that much and try to get the attention from them. That's always a big, challenge for us. And the most enjoyable moment when you perform music, like somebody who doesn't care about you, just hit the guitar, sing, and make them say, oh, wow, I like that. Yeah, I mean, that's the most beautiful thing that a band member can do, a musician can do. So, yeah. I guess that's my answer. I still stick to that ambition. Yeah, I still stick to that dream.
Okay, and after Mexico, you will continue with the Kizuna no Kiseki tour through UK and Europe. But what are you looking forward to the most about returning to Japan?
Just as you noted, I mean, food in Japan is amazing too, Yes, and I mean, every time I go outside, sushi, it's getting better each and every day throughout the world, but you guys still haven't figured it out, So, sushi, you just go to Japan and eat sushi, man.
We're sorry for the mango over the sushi over here.
Sushi and ramen. Yeah, you guys haven't figured it out yet. The ingredients. So come to Japan and eat those too. Yeah.
I couldn't agree more, but maybe a sushi with milanesa, I'm not going to say no, but I understand the cultural shock that is there. And also, well, many artists have like, maybe rituals before a concert, some a tequila shot, another like praying to the world. So do you have any like ritual before going to a concert?
Before we hit the stage, we always, call against each other, gather around, like we, make a circle.
You're unite.
Yes, do that, like ritual. That's the normal thing I do, that we do. Well, besides that, I mean, even wolves, they age, so we have to stretch our bodies a lot.
I understand. I have
Yes,
36
yes, I
years
can
old.
relate.
so-
Yeah. It's the silliest thing to see, like wolves just stretching their bodies before the show.
Yeah, the preparation for life.
That's
in
right.
general.
Yeah.
Yes, I was going to expect you to say that you reunite and howl to the moon or something,
no,
but
no.
okay,
Just like
okay,
you guys,
that-
you have to-
you broke that,
Yeah.
that dream.
You have to stretch your ankles, your necks, stuff like that.
But also, Man with a Mission has also like covered songs from famous Western artists
Yes,
like
yes.
Nirvana and AC/DC. So, which Western artist would you say influence or inspire your music?
The music that was going on, especially in the 90s, like we covered them by Nirvana, like the alternative grunge movement that was going on in the 90s. That each and every artist from that era is like my hero, really. Nirvana, the Smashing Pumpkins, Pixies, Sonic Youth, Dinosaur Jr. After that, like Rage Against the Machine, maybe go to UK and like the Chemical Brothers and Prodigy. Just that era, the music that was going on that era. I mean, yeah, it was just amazing to me and inspired us a lot.
Would you expect, I don't know, sometime to make a collaboration between any of these bands, or do you prefer like?
Talking about the heroes? No, I mean just listening to them. I know they should be a pain in the ass, like like if I meet them in person, Yeah, they're always my heroes because they make music. I mean, some of them should be really great guys, but I hear that some of them can be really stubborn and hard to deal with. Yeah, I don't really want to collaborate with them. I just want to listen to their new music. Yeah.
Very handsome,
valid.
very wise.
Yes. So after you guys take on this world tour, which would be the Wolves' next mission?
We don't have that much to say because we're like going on in the tour to UK and Europe. After that, we probably have a chance to go back to Asia a little bit. Yes, and next year we're planning for another tour in Japan. But like talking about releasing new items and stuff like that, we can't make a promise, but we're trying to work on it. Yes, and as soon as possible, we should be very lucky to release another great song to you guys. Yeah.
Super. And also, in terms of, I don't know, experiment and exploring new genres, would you like to experiment with another kind of a style, maybe another sound? Would you like that, or like it's something you go with the flow?
No, actually, that's really great to always listen to like the new generation music, the new generation of sounds, and try to experiment, try to see how far like. Actually, it also has to be like something that we love, But all the new stuff, all the inspiration that comes from the new generation, it inspires us a lot. So it's all about probably balancing what we came from and trying the new stuff that is coming up. It's always been an experiment like that for us for the past 14 years. And I enjoy like evolving the music as a rock genre, but at the same time enjoying the heritage that, like I said, I was a big fan of the music that was going on in the 90s, and still I see the legacy and the beauty of the music in that era. So I kind of try to inherit it and also like explore what I can do new at the same time. Yeah.
So is there something from your first time that you came to Mexico that you missed or that you would have loved to do, try, make, and you missed it?
Actually, this time we had a chance to go sightseeing a little bit. Where was that? What?
Teotihuacan?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's only like an hour drive from Mexico City or something like that. And the pyramids, they were massive. I mean, it took us, 7 miles to go like all the way. And we were like, oh man, you can't do this in Japan.
Stretching,
Yes.
It was great. And were you able to ascend the stairs up usually? But you can't.
when I was younger.
When I was a
now.
child, it was allowed, but then...
Oh, but you're allowed to do that right now?
Yeah.
A lot of people said, no, you can't do it anymore.
Yeah, because it's now like
It was
cultural.
like a huge amount of people coming in into the pyramid, so it was like
Okay.
We shouldn't do it like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
huge amount.
Well, it should be a sacred place, you know. So.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah.
know. No, and it's because we want to our gods to be happy. So that's why the pyramids are so incredible. So before finishing this interview, we've heard that you are really good at JANKENPON.
Oh, that's, okay.
Oh my God.
Rock, paper,
So,
scissors. Okay.
before finishing this interview, we really like a little match.
Okay, go
Just to
go
see
ahead.
who's the winner here.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
JANKENPON.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh.
so
For the history books, I don't
Take
know,
that.
maybe.
Okay.
Okay. No, but
sorry.
but in our hearts, you won.
That was
You always win in our hearts.
that was the right way to finish it.
But not last for no least, do you have a message for your fans?
Oh, especially for the fans in Mexico. I mean, thank you so much for watching this. It's a pleasure and an honor to be back here in Mexico. It took us, what, like 5 years? We've missed you guys a lot, but finally we made it the second time. And the first time we came here, we were really amazed by the energy, the passion that you guys have with our music, and we really appreciate your support each and every day. Thank you so much. I hope to do this again on the same podcast if I'm
Please.
available. Yeah.
Please do.
The next time you come here
Yeah,
to
next
Mexico.
time I have to win that game too.
Yeah,
of course,
You
yeah.
need to practice.
It's going to be the rematch.
Yes. Anyway, thank you very much. This was Johnny speaking. Bye bye.
Thank you so much
Thank
for this
you.
interview. Y Amixes, pues muchas gracias por ver esta entrevista. Los esperamos en sugoicas.com para poderles dar más detalles. Muchísimas gracias.